Good morning, everybody. My name is Regan Adams with All Things Regan, and thank you for joining me this morning on Regan Says. So let's get into it. Disclaimer, Regan Says it's only on Mondays. Regan Says it's only on Mondays. Okay. I just need you guys to know that because I don't want you looking for a video every day. Eventually that will happen, but right now it is not. The only reason I'm on here today is because I had to tell you about my chiropractor visit. So maybe 2 to 3 months ago, God speaks to me in different ways, mainly through dreams. The other way is it's really repetitive. I'll start seeing things repeat itself, like kind of out of nowhere, and then I'll just start being confirmed in different things that I see. And he started dealing with me about going to the chiropractor. Now, mind you, I've never been to the chiropractor. Also, another disclaimer: you're going to hear me talk about God a lot. God, and the God I'm talking about is Big G. His son is Jesus. Okay. I can't apologize for that. I won't. But I just want to let you know beforehand he's my savior. So that's who I pray to. That's my father. So we're gonna talk about him, and my downloads and then my everything comes from him. So just gotta let you know that. So disclaimer, moving forward. Okay, so he had been dealing with me about going to the chiropractor, and I'm like, for what? I don't need to go to the chiropractor. I've never been to the chiropractor. You only go to the chiropractor when you're hurting, right? That's what I thought. So there was one guy specifically that I wanted to go to, and he's a Christian. I really try, especially when dealing with medicine now, to deal with Christian doctors saved. They, believe in Jesus. I definitely try to make sure the people that I deal with in the medicine field are saved. Now, sometimes that's not always the case, but so far I've been batting 1,000. Like my primary care doctor, he's the best. He is aligned with the same beliefs I believe in. He doesn't necessarily like to push medicine. He likes to push health. He's genuinely concerned, or seems to be concerned, about my well-being, and I've never had any problems, and he takes care of everything, even the girl stuff. So really good. That's him. But then also going back to the chiropractor, there was one that I wanted to deal with, but he wasn't in my network, and I was just like, bummer. So what do I always do? I hop on Facebook and say, hey, does anybody know about a chiropractor? Let me, refer me or give me some suggestions and your experiences. And I also asked some people at work, and then there was a young lady who told me about Dr. Sunshine. Then I also got another referral for Dr. Sunshine through Reggie Jenkins, and I think that's his last name. And if I didn't say that correctly, I'm sorry if you're watching. And the young lady who told me about him at work, she was like, when they work on you, they, they're Christian, they pray. My not mother-in-law, my sister-in-law, she swears by them. And well, we can't really swear, but you know what I'm saying. And so I'm a researcher. One thing about me, you can tell me anything 9 times out of 10, whatever you tell me, if it's related to some kind of information I need to know, I'm going to go look it up for myself. That's just me. Can't apologize for that. That's what we need to do. That's another story. Anyway, so I Googled Dr. Sunshine and went on his YouTube page and was hearing all of these success stories and all of these healings. Like, it was miraculous. People who were the doctors were putting these people on medicine, and all they needed was like adjustments, or all they needed were different things pertaining to the body where it was like a quick fix. Allergies, like milk allergies, regular really, it was just amazing. So I was like, okay. Oh, one of the things that I saw in the video, the woman, and I got the feeling that it was like God was using him to help heal people. That's the feeling I got through watching the videos. And then one of the ladies confirmed it. She said, he barely even touched me. And where she was having all these problems with the doctors, and they were giving her all this medicine, and they wanted her to have surgery after one, dealing with him, and he touched a certain part of her neck or back or whatever, and she was healed. She didn't have to have any surgery, no medicine, no nothing. And so I was like, okay, this is my doctor. So fast forward to Monday morning when I go into the chiropractor. Again, his name is Dr. Sunshine. Sunshine Chiropractic, and I'm going to put the link down below, because after I finish, everybody's going to need to go. Like need, not won't, need. If you have insurance, if you have money to go, you need to go. You need to go. Okay, so I'm going to tell you about my experience. So I walked in the door, and the first thing I saw was a scripture. And I forgot, it's Deuteronomy. Oh my gosh, I should have written it down, but it's, you're going to be blessed going in, blessed going out. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I received. Chick-fil-A customer service. Y'all know how I feel about Chick-fil-A. Customer service, impeccable. My appointment was at 8:30, and I went back at 8:38. That's even after I filled out all of my paperwork. So they were like on time with that. Got back there really nervous because, as I stated before, I am a researcher. So I looked at as many YouTube videos. I Googled as much as I could to try to get familiar with the practice, what to expect, what not to expect. So anyway, got back there. The guy was extremely nice. Who did I see? Dr. Epstein. I don't know. I'm going to put his name down in the in the comments. I just kept calling him Doc. So anyway, he talked to me, asked me what was going on. At the time, I was having tingling on my left arm. Now, mind you, before God was dealing with me about going to the doctor, I went to the doctor because of the tingling. I had tingling in my arm and in my feet and in my feet and in my legs. It wasn't as prevalent in my legs, but it was definitely in my arm. It was like an achy feeling. And so I was telling him about that, and blah blah blah. So we're just talking, and he did check me out or whatever. And he said, okay, so what we're going to do is go in, and after he talked to me, so he took me to another room, and he said, we're going to really take a look at you and see what needs to happen. Listen, y'all listen. I had some problems like in the middle of my neck in the back, and my shoulders were like right here, like really achy and hurting. They never had done that, but just randomly did it. Anyway, he ended up adjusting like my neck on both sides because they were so stiff. Like, I guess I couldn't turn as much as I thought I could turn. Anyway, long story short, he adjusted my body. He popped my ankle back in place. Apparently my ankle was out of socket. My arm, this arm that was actually tingling, was out of socket. Like all this stuff was out of line. My clavicle, like, listen, all this stuff was going on. And I kid you not, I felt like breakdancing. Literally, like pop locking and everything. And I cannot break dance. Listen, y'all not understanding what I'm saying. I don't like massages. I just told you I don't like hugging. So I definitely don't want anybody touching me. Mind you, they have a massage therapy place too. So I'm going to go back. We'll talk about that in a minute. I don't like people touching me. That's just, and then how he kind of had me in the Berg pretzel, whatever. I was like, this is too much. Cause my husband is, what I'm saying? But we're there for a visit. So, but anyway, listen. I think going to the chiropractor today was the best decision I probably made in 2018. Like, I'm serious. Probably in my life. Or it's like close in the 1 through 10. I have never felt this good in my life. And I also found out that I have a magnesium deficiency, which I thought I did anyway, but I wasn't sure. Also, what they do is they take a screening of your body and your organs and making sure they're all functioning properly. Also, if you're on medication, they have a machine that will look at something in your body and compare it to the medicine and make sure that it operates in your body correctly. I don't know. He was trying to explain it to me. Anyway, I have to go back and do that. But with the big thing today, oh, I'll get to that because the whole visit was about 2 hours, but it didn't seem like I was there that long. So after he adjusted me and I felt like pop locking, he was like, so do you want to get this, and that? It was like he was kind of upselling me, but it was cool because guess who has pretty good insurance? Me. Thank you, Jesus. So I was like, look, whatever my insurance is going to pay for, run it. So there was one machine I didn't like where it was pulling my neck. I didn't like that. So I probably will not do that again if I don't have to have it. But then they took me to this other room. Oh my God. They took me to this other room and they put these electro something. I don't know. You know, they stick like they maybe stick them on your body or something. I don't know. But they send electric shock to your muscles to relax them. Y'all not even understanding what I'm saying. Listen, they put that thing on my back and she said, I'm going to turn it up as high as you can stand it. So we got it to where it could go. And it felt weird at first. But then she was like, I'm going to leave this on here. And she said, what it's going to do is relax all of your muscles and all of the inflammation or anything that's in your body. Because, you know, once they align you, stuff gets loosened up. So once they align me and put those things on my back, it was like I had to relax and let it do its job. Listen, at first it felt weird. But then I was like, stop and enjoy this. Like, enjoy it. And in that moment, I realized I've been a hypocrite for almost 5 years because my soy candle, which is not, it's not highlighted. I don't know if you can see it. This is Rest Soy Candles. This is my soy candle line in which I'm going to, up under this also, I'm going to, this video, I'm going to put my new spring fragrances. So sorry, I'm supposed to post that 2 weeks ago. Look, y'all know I got a lot on my plate, but thank you for bearing with me. And I'm going to have a sale to make up for it. So anyway, but I've been a hypocrite for almost 5 years because I don't know how to rest. Here it is. I have an event called Putting Me First. Here it is. I have a candle line called Rest. Rest stands for releasing everything starting today. And I got that from, again, I'm sorry, not sorry, the Holy Spirit. He told me, he gave me the acronym a few years ago about resting, because when we release our worries and our cares onto him, we can rest. And that's the name of my candle, my soy candle line. And at that moment, I was just like, I don't know how to rest. And I could have almost cried at that. I could almost cry now, because how can I make or have events to say, you need to rest, you need to relax, and I don't even know how to. I could not just be in the moment while these things are going off on my back. And mind you, it felt so good. It felt so like an ongoing massage. And like I said, I don't really like massages because I don't like people touching me, but this is like a different thing. This was heavenly. This was heavenly. And they put some kind of ice, something on the back of my neck, and I just enjoyed myself and I relaxed. And then after that, the lady put this gel stuff on my back and massaged my back some more in my neck. Y'all listen. Y'all need to go. Like, I think because I'm so busy trying to build my brand and to build my audience and to help take care of my family, just everyday stresses of the world, and just wanting to be great, be good, be an example, that I cannot physically do that if I don't rest. Like, I can't be all I can be if I don't rest. Now, I know sometimes I'm not going to get sleep, like really, really good sleep, if I'm up working on something. But I have to be intentional about resting. You have to be intentional about resting. You have to be intentional about taking care of yourself. I'm also going to talk a little bit when I get all the weight off that I want to get off, because that'll be a really, really good blessing, about the journey I'm on about losing weight. I'm going to definitely talk about that. But just taking care of yourself and really, because you like, God dealt with me about that a while ago. He really, really has been dealing with me about eating properly and taking care of myself. But rest is a part of that. There's nothing like good sleep. And I know my husband's friend Kim, she was like, "Oh, you always act like sleep is just so good." It really is. A good sleep is really good. Resting is really good. And taking time intentionally for yourself is needed. Yes, it's great to have a family. I love my family. I love my husband. I love our daughter. Um, I love spending time with them, but I need to have my independent time. Not saying forever, just carve me out some time where I can be by myself and rest and relax. So I just threw that in there. But back to the chiropractor. So I told you that I was vitamin or mineral. I was deficient in magnesium, which he said most of the world is and really don't even know it. So if you have like diabetes, high blood pressure, which if you kind of go down into my comments from earlier, yesterday, you'll see where I had posted something from Dr. X about, oh, this video is going long. Sorry. Not sorry. So where Dr. X was talking about deficiencies. And a lot of the times when we're deficient in like D or different vitamins or minerals that we're supposed to get, then our body is not going to operate correctly. So with diabetes, high blood pressure, I think it was sleep, just a whole lot of other things that when we get into the regular RX, the medical history, which we thank God for doctors and we thank God for medicines, but sometimes those medicines are only there to cover and not correct. That'll preach. We need to quit covering, we need to correct, but that's a whole nother video. But what I want to do is get to the inside of it. I want to be able to correct the problem. And even though I struggle or have struggled with my weight or struggled with my health, I want to make sure that I'm intentional on taking care of it for myself, but then also, again, bringing somebody with me. God has, like I said, it's going to always kind of go back to the gift with me. When God gave me the dream about, he sent a prophet and he was like, "Hey, you're going to have to get your weight together because I got places for you to go. You're going to be traveling." God said, "Get your weight together." And so that's what I'm doing. But I'm just trying, in addition to my weight, just getting my body corrected, getting back on, not back on, but getting to a good place where everything is centered, lined up, because that's my prayer. Lord, I thank you that my body operates in total perfection from the top of my head to the bottom of my feet, inside and outside. That is my prayer. And I can pray that all day, but if I'm not doing anything about it, like, it's not going to happen. And so I think rest is very important. Having time to yourself is very important. Self-care is very important. This chiropractor is very important. Like I said, I know a lot of people think, I didn't get hurt, I don't need to go. Listen, my body feels so good right now. Like, I'm going to sleep so well. I need to do a separate video about how well I slept because I've been tired all day. But I want to tell you about this magnesium that I took today. So I bought the magnesium, the pure form of it that they sell there at the doctor. Mind you, this is an all-natural clinic too. I try my best to be as natural as I can. Everything I do is not natural, but I try my best to be as natural as I can. But this particular clinic, it is a saved, sanctified, not clinic, but chiropractor, and and that was another thing, my experience. I know I'm jumping all around. I'm sorry. It felt like praise and worship in there. Like, they had the praise and worship music blend. Like, the atmosphere was set when you came in. I promise you, all we needed was strobe lights and a preacher up front. But that's another story. Anyway, but the atmosphere was set at the chiropractic office. Like, I'm not even playing. So anyway, back to the magnesium. So got the magnesium. This was a point to hop kind of to the front. They took my blood pressure. It was extremely high, but I hadn't taken my medicine yet, and I hadn't eaten at that time, but that's kind of a part of what I'm doing. We'll talk about the diet part later. So anyway, late after lunch, I checked my blood pressure. It was still high. Mind you, I haven't had my medicine. I left it at home. And I was kind of getting a little bit nervous because I said, well, Lord, I need to run home and get this medicine because I just don't want my stuff to be high, right? Well, honey, Holy Spirit said, take the magnesium. I'm like, it's not going to work this fast. I'm thinking to myself, I didn't say it out loud, but he can still hear me. Anyway, I was thinking it's not going to work as fast, but I'm going to go ahead and take it. So I took it. Y'all, tell me why my blood pressure went to normal. I just took the magnesium in less than an hour, and it was high. I'm not even going to give you the numbers. It was ridiculously high, and it went to normal. But the doctor told me that, the chiropractor told me that. He said, you know, a lot of the time when you have like high blood pressure or diabetes, trouble sleeping, he named off some other things, digestive problems. He said because you're deficient in it. So the medicine only covers it and brings it down, but it doesn't correct the problem. So once you're efficient, you have sufficient enough vitamins and minerals in your body, you won't have the high blood pressure problem. You won't have the diabetes problem. But I thought it was simply amazing that my pressure went down that fast because it was high. But it went down that fast. All I did was take it and drink some water. I took my daily intake of water. That was it. And when I say I'm super relaxed, listen, I think that's all I wanted to talk about. I want everybody to go to the chiropractor. Seriously, when you go in, tell them Regan referred you. I don't get any like money off or anything, but y'all know me. Well, if you don't know me, let me tell you about me. I'm the one with information that if I have it, I'm going to give it. Okay? If I have it and I can help, I'm going to give it. I don't care if you had a back problem. I don't care if, look, I'm going to make a routine. I'm going to go back next week because I need to get all my vitamins and stuff checked and more of my medicine checked. Every month, I'm going to go. I have never in my life been this relaxed. And like I'm serious. I'm serious. Also, one thing that I thought was really, and this is my last thing, promise, I think. They have different like programs where they have like children who, what did he say? Children with like autism, behavior problems, children who like have speech impediments or can't necessarily hear. He was saying that a lot of the times when they come out of the body, their bodies aren't adjusted correctly. Like there was this one video I saw, which was crazy. It's on YouTube. There was a boy young boy, like 4 or 5, he was losing his hearing in his ear. Well, come to find out, he fell or something, just, at school, just playing around and fell. And his ear was leaking. The doctors, of course, wanted to do corrective surgery and blah, blah, blah. And the mother didn't want him to have it because he was so young. But he could not hear in his ear. And that sound, like if, I can't explain the sound. But there was almost like if someone is deaf because they can't hear themselves talking. So they talk a certain way. And the little boy, he couldn't hear out of this ear. And this other hearing was gone. Long story short, they were able to... they found out the doctor got to touching around some stuff and found out that the boy's head was off of his shoulders. Did y'all hear what I said? If you just looked at him, he looked normal, but his head was off of his shoulders. And when your body is knocked out of alignment, it causes you to get all these other infections. Like he explained it really well. Long story short, he ended up like adjusting the boy's neck just like that. His hearing came back. Like he was cool. He was up and running around. And so I just say, I'm not telling you don't go to the doctor. Definitely not doing that. Go to the doctor. Get your checkups. We need them. But don't be so quick to get medicine. When I had my problem with my neck, he said it was stiff. He was trying to send me to physical therapy, blah blah blah. And I was like, well, I'm feeling like I need to go to the chiropractor. And he was like, well, no, because they just want you to keep coming back. Well, sometimes, and I understand that, but sometimes they may tell you something to keep you from. Yeah, you can go there because they're not going to necessarily treat you with medicine, but at the doctor they are. And he said, well, do you want something for the pain? No, quit always trying to give me something for pain. I don't want to be a drug addict. Nope. And I mean, I didn't tell him that, but that's what I was thinking. I don't want any medicine. But I want to have total healing in my body. And I want to be responsible for helping people have that. I want to have it for myself, and I want to have people have it too. With weight, like eventually I'm going to get all this weight off. Eventually I'm going to be able to talk about how I did it, why I did it. And I can't wait. Like, I already see that as happening, but I just want everybody to be healthy as possible. I want to be healthy. And I think the chiropractor is like a really good start. Learn about your vitamins. I've harped on you guys about vitamin D. It's very important, especially in African Americans. We have to have sufficient vitamin D in our body. When we don't, it makes us susceptible to cancer. When your vitamin D is extremely low, I take, Lord Jesus, give it to me, Garden of Life vitamin D supplements. They're all natural. I love the way they make me feel. They're awesome. They also have a probiotic for women. Get your pocketbooks together. Garden of Life also has a regular women's probiotic to get your pocketbook together, ladies, if you know what I'm saying. If you don't, inbox me. We'll talk about it. Black seed oil. I've told you guys about that. If you need more information about that, inbox me. That was one of the ways I was able to relieve pressure off of my body. It also takes inflammation out of the body. You can drink it. You can take it in pill form, or you can rub it on you. Elderberry. From Cox Homestead. She makes the best. Also, I talked to the chiropractor who has, if you're having problem with allergies, inbox me. He gave me a sheet that is allergy drops. If you have any type of allergies, I think it's like 46 of them that it basically helps you with. And you just take these drops and you put them under your tongue. And it's like 46 different allergies. I think like milk allergies are on there. So if you have a milk intolerance, ragweed, I mean, everything is on there. So they have that medicine. I think it's for $15 and it's all natural. Okay. So no side effects. That's another reason, like, you go and take all these medicines, the side effects are worse than the actual problem. So we just be smart. Make sure you take your health into consideration. It's important. We want to be around here for a long time. Now, I know I like my Krispy Kreme donuts, and I didn't go get them that night. I just wanted them really bad. But your water intake, just start small. Whatever you do, start small, especially if you have a sit-down desk. Get a big gulp cup and drink good water. Listen, I love Fiji water, but the Dollar Tree water, the mountain, whatever it is, it's the spring water that the Dollar Tree sells. It is higher in, what's that level? Not the acidic level, the pH. The pH in that water is higher than Fiji water. So that's the best water you can drink that's at a great price. Fiji is expensive. I think they're at a 6.89, and the water at the Dollar Tree is at a 7. So you always want to make sure that your water is at a good high pH to knock some of that acidity out of your body. I know a lot of people don't like spring water. Sorry, not sorry. But if you're going to be drinking water, you want to make sure it's not like a soda and then put more acid in your body. Elderberry. I don't know. Just if I don't, when I know, you're going to know. Okay. And I just want to help everybody out. So if you have any problems with allergies, inbox me. I'll give you the information. But the Dr. Sunshine's office sells it. I'm going to also put their information down there. I heard all the chiropractors are awesome. Thank you, Reggie, for turning me on to that. And the other young lady, which I have her blocked because we work together. Everybody I work with is basically blocked off of my page, except some. Don't ruin it. Don't do it. But anyway, that's it. I'm sorry if I rambled a lot, but I was really excited about my visit. with the chiropractor. Like even your children can get adjusted. Like I said, I have a friend, Linda, if you're watching, hey girl, her daughter, she takes her daughter to get adjusted when she's like in a cranky mood or blah, blah, blah. Once she gets adjusted, it makes a difference. Listen, I can tell you that I physically feel awesome, 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 awesome. But that's it. Dr. Sunshine, elderberry, black seed oil. Go get adjusted by Dr. Sunshine. I think that's it. Oh, probiotics for women. Get yourself together. Vitamin D. Get yourself together. See if your supplement is together. If you need magnesium. If you have anxiety, that's what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about anxiety. I wanted to talk about anxiety. I wanted to talk about anxiety. That's a lot of the things we don't talk about. And especially for me, I'm sorry, but not sorry, because I definitely need to touch on this subject. I've had anxiety before. Sometimes I still have small bouts with it. It's not often, but I know when it comes, it's a terrible feeling. It is a terrible feeling to be around people and you feel like something, like you just not going to make it. It's a terrible feeling, and I know it's from the enemy, but the magnesium helps that. The magnesium helps that. After the doctor told me, of course, I went on my research journey and just research it. Just go to YouTube and listen to the reviews about it. I think we just need to find out what we're deficient in and try to fix the problem and not cover it with medication, and just kind of watch what we put in our bodies. I know it's like it's random for me to speak about, because you'll see my plates on there when I'm out to eat and things of that nature. I'm not going to deprive myself, but I'm going to definitely, be intentional about taking better care of myself. And when I do it, I want you to do the same. So anyway, you guys have a blessed rest of the week. I may come on later on in the week. But as of right now, I'm not. But I did want to definitely talk to you about this chiropractic thing. Chiropractor, and finding you one if you don't even like Dr. Sunshine. I love him. I love The Office. Like the little fella who, E-Step. I don't know. He was real cool. Real cool, down to earth. He was gentle. He had a gentle hand, so it wasn't like he was trying to hurt me. I feel great. I feel good like James Brown. Listen, seriously, that was corny. I'm going to get off here. You guys have a blessed week. If you need anything, let me know. Also, last thing, if you have any coaching, I was referred to someone to help someone. It was straight coaching. This place needed rebranding. I now charge. I know my coaching program does not come out until August the 8th. However, if you are referring anybody to me, if you need anything, some things I will answer for free. But if you need extensive work in your business and getting started, I am charging. It is no longer free. I'm not going to bust your head, but I am charged. I'm charging. Okay. All right. God bless you guys. Have a great week. Please connect to All Things Regan on Facebook. You can also check out my website at allthingsregan.com. Thank you and have a blessed week. Bye.